Good day, everyone. So for this video discussion, supposedly the goal is to give you the answers for all of the assignments under the topic or the chapter of government spending, taxes, transfers, and output. But before we delve into the correct answers of the following assignments given under this lecture, I will be clarifying and correcting the previous assignment in lecture 4, consumption and investment. So specifically for section A and C, I think this is crucial because we need to correct this. So if further as we go further in the following lessons or lectures, we are on the right track. Okay, so just a quick recap. The assignment in consumption and investment started with this given. That's the consumption is equals to 50 plus 0.80 multiplied by disposable income. And then the autonomous investment is equals to 50. First question is what is the equilibrium output? Second is what is the savings equation? Third, compute equilibrium output using S is equals to I approach. And fourth, what is the value of expenditure multiplier KE? And fifth, what is the impact of a change in investment, autonomous investment to 10? And how about the change of consumption, autonomous consumption to -5? So in this part, the impact of the value expenditure multiplier and the impact, there's nothing wrong with that part. Okay, what we'll be recapping is the first question because in our discussion, the Y part, we just disregard this and we do not denote any value into it, diba? Going back lang sa question, the question is what is the equilibrium output? And you can calculate the equilibrium output by using Y asterisk equilibrium output is equals to aggregate expenditure. And aggregate expenditure in this case is consumption plus investment pa. So that is Y is equals to C plus I. The Y here, we do not denote any value at it, but that is wrong. Okay, that is the part that we got wrong. It should be equivalent to 1. So this Y here is equivalent to 1. That's why you can see 1 here. And then consumption, the C, autonomous C is 50 there. And then 50 plus 0.80 YD, mo ni siya dire. And then the investment, which is 50, mo ni siya dinhi. And then we add this 50 plus 50, that's 100. And then when we transfer the 0.80 YD into the other side, it will be negative. Pero it should be subtracted by 1. And then eventually this YD, it's denoted as Y na lang because wala pa equivalent, wala pa na to ma-discuss in this part ang disposable income. So we'll just consider that the YD is the Y, the equilibrium output. Okay? So 1 minus 0.80, that's 0.20. You divide that to both sides. So the equilibrium output is 100 divided by 0.20, that is 500. If you use the S is equals to I approach, you will get the same result. And if you use the expenditure multiplier and you multiply that to the autonomous expenditure, you will also get 500. So in 1, and the numbers 1, 3, and 4, equilibrium output, all of it is equivalent to 500. So this is the part that we got wrong. I think in section A and C, we missed this part that Y should be equivalent to 1. So take note of this part. Okay? So lahat ng equilibrium output is equivalent to 500 in our assignment under the lesson consumption and investment. Okay? So now let's proceed to lecture 5, government spending, taxes, transfers, and output. The second and third assignment under the 2 assignments under this topic. Okay, so this is the question. So we have that given. Suppose that C is equals to 35 plus 0.80 YD. Investment is equals to 70. Government spending is 65. And then tax receipts is equals to 0.10 Y. So we'll use the formula this one, y is equals to AE. And now we have the government spending, so we will add G on it. So we will be plus, we'll be adding G. So we start with this one, with this line, bababa po tayo ha. So the equilibrium output is equals to 35. We got this 35 from this part. 35 plus 0.80 YD. So ito po yan siya. And then we added to investment, which is 70, this one. And then we add the 65 in this part, the government spending. And then next, we'll add like terms. So we'll add 35, 70, and 65. That will be 35 plus 70 plus 65. That is 170 here. And then now the YD, what will happen in this part is that um, that is you can calculate YD by subtracting Y to TN, right? And since TN, the context, how we calculate TN is through this. Okay, the x plus ty minus tr. Oh, wait. Let's use this one. But it's much clearer. Okay. So disposable income y minus tn. And then for the tn, since it's not given, the tn, only the tx. So we will be assuming that there is no tr. So we just simply subtract y, ito yung income, to negative 0.10 y. Okay? Oh, not negative, but this is a minus sign. Okay? Kasi given na yan, y minus tn. So we multiply 0.82 y, that will be 0.80 y. Then we multiply 0.82 negative 0.10 y, that is negative 0.08 y. Just check. Then, okay, negative 0.08 y. And then we add the y's in this part, the income part 0.80 plus minus rather. We will subtract it. The I gets negatives. This is minus sign. So 0.80 minus 0.08, so 0.72. And then we will transfer 0.72 y to the other side. So that will be 1 minus 0.72 y. So that will be 0.28 y. And then you divide both sides to 0.28 y. So we can cancel that out. We will be when we cancel it out, we divide 170 to 0.28. That will be okay. That will be 607.14. This is the final answer. Okay, for this question, find the equilibrium output. Next question. What are the tax revenues at equilibrium output? Okay, tax revenues at equilibrium output. So the given in the tax receipts is that it should it should be 0.10y. So it's given na 0.10y, and then the y, we calculated it already. That is 607.14 from this one. Diba? We'll just simply multiply that. So 0.10 multiplied by 607.14, answer is 60.71. So that's this tax revenue at equilibrium output. Next question is, does the government have a balanced budget? So if the tax revenue is 60.71 and the given government spending is 65, diba, sa given. So meaning to say, since the total revenue is 60.71, it is less than the government expenditure, which is 65. So the answer is the government has a budget deficit. So hindi po balanced budget. Naapoy government, ang government na ay budget deficit. So this means that the government is spending more than it is taking in. So just an additional lang in this discussion for government spending. The budget is really three different budget when we talk about the budget in the economy. First, it's a political document. It dispenses favors to certain groups or regions and places burdens on others. And then it's also a reflection of goals the government wants to achieve. And budget can also be an embodiment of some beliefs about how the government should manage the economy. Okay, so it's the budget can it can be, but it can have a additional from the um the budget can be more than its income or it can be less than. So if there's more budget, there will be budget surplus. If the budget is lesser than the income, there will be a budget deficit. So the more, if the government expenditure is more than the 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 budget, so there will be a deficit. But if the budget is more than the government spending, there's a deficit. So in this question, does the government have a balanced budget if the tax revenue, ang income, ang nakuha sa mga taxes is 60.71 and then the government spending, government expenditure, yung ginastos is 65. So it means kulang. Kasi mas madami yung nagastos kesa sa income. Ang tax revenue is less than the government expenditure or the government spending. So there's a budget deficit. So that's the answer for this question. In the Philippines, just an additional lang information. In the Philippines, as of 2023, there is a deficit in the budget. Makikita naman siya sa trend, no? We have a deficit of negative 6.2% in our budget. This is information is from the source, Bureau of the Treasury. Bureau of the Treasury. Okay. Okay, let's continue with answering the question. So the next question, find the equilibrium output when investment increases from 70 to 90. So yun nga yun, 70 yung investment before. What if the investment increases to 90? What will happen now to the equilibrium output? So using the same formula, we will be calculating it using the same way that we've done in the previous question, in the first question. So we'll end up with 190 divided by 0.28. The equilibrium output will be 678.57. And then from that new equilibrium output, 678.57, we can answer the next question. What has happened now to the relationship of government spending and tax revenues? So we will calculate tax revenues. This is also given na. So 0.10, you multiply that to the new equilibrium output, which is 678.57. The new tax revenue will be 67.86. So what will happen to the relationship now of the government spending and tax revenues? So since the total revenue is now 67.86 with the change in investment from 70 to 90, obviously it's now greater than the government expenditure of 65. And now there's the government has a budget surplus. This means that the government is spending less money than it is taking in. Okay? So mas malaki na yung tax revenue, yung income, if investment increases from 70 to 90. So I believe that's the last question for the second assignment. That's under lecture 5. So that's 5 points each question. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 questions. So that's total of 25 points. You can check your own work. I trust that you'll be honest in checking your own assignments. We will be recording this in our face-to-face class. Okay. So let's move forward to the next assignment under the same lecture. That's activity, that's assignment 3 rather. So we have this question. Let's start with the first one. Find the equilibrium output given with the following given. So now in this assignment, particular assignment, export is included. So that's X here. And then the X is, the net export is equivalent to 50 minus 0.05Y. So we'll just be adding that to the equation, si X. And then we'll do the same thing that we've done po with how we calculated the equilibrium output. Similar lang naman, dadagdag lang natin si X. Okay. So the YD here, that's 1 minus for a while. Okay, so why did the YD change? Because the net taxes change. It is now 50 here. So Y minus TN, so that will be 1 minus 50. So that is 49. And then 0.80 times 49, that is 39.2. That's what we have here. And then we just add the like terms. And then the 0.05 here, we just transfer it on the other side. And since it's negative here, when we transfer it to the other side, it will be positive. So that is 1 plus 0.01 plus 0.05y. So that's 1.05y. And then we divided both sides so that we can have the equilibrium output 155.8 divided by 1.05. That is 148.38. So this is the answer for the first question. Find the equilibrium output for the third assignment under lecture 5. Next is find the net export balance at equilibrium output. So using this given 50 minus 0.05y, we will just change the y here to the equilibrium output we just calculated, that is 148.38. So 0.05 times 148.38. So that's 7.42 actually. 42. Okay. And then we subtract that 50 minus 7.42. 42.58. 2.8. Okay. Next question, what happens to equilibrium output and export balance when investment increases from 60 to 70? So the investment will be changed to 70. What will happen? So we will be just doing the same thing that we've done, same gap on a formula, but we'll just change the value of investment from 60 to 70. And then we'll come up with, that's 157.90. And then the net export balance, we will change the Y to the equilibrium output. That's 157.90. So 0.05 times 157.90, that is 7.90. And then 50 minus 7.90, that is 42.1. Okay, next question. Okay. What happens to the equilibrium output and net export balance when the net export function changes to x is equals to 40 minus 0.05y? So this will change what will happen. So from 50 magiging 40. So i-change lang din natin siya. Same gihapon na formula we'll be using. We'll just change the 50 to 40. We'll do the same way how we calculate that. And then we'll end up with 145.8 divided by 1.05. So that's 138.86. 86. Okay. Okay. So next question. What will happen in that export balance? We'll just change this. So yung net export balance 40 minus 0.05y. Okay, so we multiply 0.05 to the new equilibrium output. That's 138.86. 6.94, and then we subtract 40 to 6.94. That is 33.06. Okay. Now, which has a greater effect upon an economy's net export balance, a change in autonomous spending or a change in autonomous net export? So we'll just look at the net export balance that we've calculated so far. First one, that will be the original nga net export balance, 42.58. 2.58. So ito yung pinakauna, di ba, na nasolve natin. So this is the first one. And then the next one, if there's a change in domestic spending or katong change in change in investment from 60 to 70, 42.1 na siya. 42.1. Okay. And then if there's a change in the net export balance, the net export function rather, 33.06. 33.06. Okay. So what will happen? How can we calculate which one has a greater effect? So we'll just simply subtract the original net export balance at equilibrium output to the net export na balance pag naanay changes. So that's 42.58. This one, subtract to 42.1. That's 42.58 minus 42.1. That's 0.48. And then 42.58, the original net export balance at equilibrium output, you subtracted the change in autonomous net export, na net export balance. So that's 33.06. 42.58 minus 33.06, 9.52. So obviously, the one with a greater change or greater effect is the one with a change in autonomous net export, no? So change in autonomous net exports. That's the final answer. The one with a greater effect is the one with the change. Okay, so the one with the greater effect is the one with the greater change. So, ibig sabihin, kaning 9.52, since malaki yung difference niya from 0.48, which is ang net export balance at equilibrium output minus the net export balance sa domestic spending or sa change in investment. So, mas malaki to. So, that's why the answer is there's a greater effect in the change in autonomous net export. I think that's the last question in this part. So that's all of the answers for this lesson. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We also have 5 questions in this assignment. So that's 5 points each, total of 25. We will be recording this as well in our face-to-face classes. So that's all of the answers for the assignments under this lecture, which is government spending, taxes, transfers, and output. For the next video discussion, I'll be discussing the last topic, which is included in your midterm examination. Goodbye, everyone.